Oh, Lord, be with me.
I'll be with
I
you.
need like an hour.
I got your support. I got your back.
I need an
You're
hour.
fine.
Oh, goodness.
All right.
And we ran out of programs.
I made. That's good. This is you. Okay. You're on. Hello? You're on? Okay. All right. Welcome to Pacific Unitarian Universalist Church. Jewel will introduce our guest musicians and, sort of stars of the show today. I'm going to leave her to that. I'm going to do our basic stuff. I'm the pastor here. We are a welcoming and affirming church. We have a bouncy house. That's how welcoming and affirming we are to the youth. And we have a normal busy week for us. Kelly and I'm going to General Assembly next week. You might think about watching virtually some of the stuff that's coming up on GA, which is the General Assembly of the Unitarian Universalists. We also won't have pizza, just as a little side note. I'm going to make some more announcements, but Melissa's going to come our way and make an announcement for us if I can find... Oh, there she is.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. Happy Father's Day. Happy Juneteenth. And I wanted to let you all know that next week, one Sunday from today, is our annual business meeting and election. So absentee ballots will be sent out to you in the next 1 to 2 days, maybe even today if we can pull it together. So what we're voting for is next year's budget, a small change in bylaws so that we can hire a bookkeeper to help us make our finances and accounting much smoother and more consistent. And because 3 of us are rolling off of the Board of Trustees, so I'm exiting the Board of Trustees, Craig Lee is also exiting, and Gail Goulet is also exiting. So we have 3 new candidates to replace them. 2 of them are here today. If Jill is here, I don't see her. But we have Frank Adams. Frank, will you just stand and yay? And we have Jabbar Stroud. Where did you sit, Jabbar? Right over there. Thank you so much for stepping up. And our 3rd candidate is Jill McKenzie. You might recognize her from the choir, and she's been at PUC for about a decade. So she figured it was her turn to run for the board, just as I did. So anyway, please, if you can't join us in person next Sunday, please plan to send in that ballot electronically, and there will be some instructions on there. And if you have questions, you can grab me on the patio or email me after service. Okay? Thank you so much.
Don't run away. I have a gift for you.
Is it gold?
It's goldish. It's gold.
I'm scared. Is it a plunger?
It's of low value and gold.
Aww.
It's a chalice.
It's beautiful.
It's got yeah, and there we go for our president and for all else she does.
See?
Don't worry about it. Somebody gave it to me.
Thank you. It's actually like I'll be hanging this in my home.
It's the nicest one because someone gave it to me as a gift.
Gorgeous.
I'm re-gifting.
I will be meditating right in front of this.
There you go.
Thing.
That's
Thank you.
great. Good. Okay. Well, we got a busy day. I hope you stay for barbecue afterwards. There's a bouncy house for the kids. And we're going to have food and a band. And, just should be just a fun day. Celebrate Juneteenth, a holiday long overdue. And Jewel, I'm going to have you come up and light chalice words, and I will light them. And we're off to the races.
Good morning. We light our chalice for fathers and the privilege of fatherhood. We give thanks for those who have brought us here, provided for us, protected us, and loved us. We also light our chalice for those who knew bondage, and we celebrate the breaking of their chains. May this flame serve as a reminder to commit ourselves to be of service for all families, to live the justness of full freedom and protection equally applied to all. Okay. Okay. So good morning again. My name is Jewel Famalingi. My Samoan, Tongan, and Maori relatives raised me on the native land of the Gabrielino Tongva Nation. The reason I proclaim this every time I come up here is because as the Multicultural and Education Director here at PUC, I want to model for you normalizing thoughtfulness around Indigenous protocols and closed practices, open practices, and implement those into more respectful ways that beyond just being performative. So an important thing that I was asked to do was Ms. Shannon, who is just a really special guest we have today from Black Women Lead, she had said that she would like to incorporate a libation ceremony as part of our recognition of Juneteenth. So we're gonna learn a lot about Shannon and her incredible work today. She is the founder and director of Black Women Lead, and our soon-to-be Board of Trustees member Jabbar Stroud is also gonna come and help us assist us with the libation ceremony. Oh, I forgot our opening song. Was that first?
Comes up.
It was going to be after the libation. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, me and Steve got our wires crossed.
There we go.
So,
Good.
okay. Yeah, we're going to do your thing first. So let Shannon explain.
You need to be microphone.
Hi, everybody. How are we doing? Good. Happy Juneteenth. Thank you for celebrating. Libations are an old African tradition of honoring our ancestors that came over on slave ships, and ancestors who also fought for our freedom and our equality. So we honor them by pouring out water, and we say Ashay. Ashay means the power to create change. And I think it's really powerful. We say it like as an amen almost. So can you all say Ashay?
Ashay.
Cool. So when I say Ashay, you'll repeat it. But Jabbar, you can actually help me with this. We'll call out a few ancestors that, and then if anyone else wants to call out an ancestor that has helped along the way, you can do so. So I'm going to start. I'm going to say Martin Luther King. Ashay.
Ashay.
Got it.
Malcolm X.
Ashay.
Ashay.
I always call on my grandmother, Jodine Stroud.
Ashay. I'm going to call out on Asada Shakur. Ashay.
John.
Anyone else?
Breonna Taylor.
Ashay.
All right. Anybody would like to call out any of their ancestors that's in the crowd as well?
Oprah. Ashay.
Ashay. Anybody else from the crowd that went? Obama.
Ashay. Name. Kasim. Lancery. Ashay. So thank you all. This is a practice that, yes. Matt Turner.
Nat Turner.
Ashay.
Ashay.
I don't want to miss anybody. Thank you.
Till.
Emmett Till.
Yeah.
Ashay.
Absolutely.
That was a good one. Fred
Fred
Hampton.
Hampton.
Ashay.
Ashay.
How about all those slaves who weren't freed before Juneteenth for all those 2 years or whatever?
To all of our
Ashay.
ancestors.
Ashay.
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 That's very nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more. Jackie
Jackie
Robinson.
Robinson. Ashay.
Okay, cool.
Oh, We've got a little one.
Yell it out. Ashay.
Ashay.
Great.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for participating. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Jabbar. Appreciate it. Okay. Lester's going to lead us in our opening song, Take It Away.
So, Mr. Lester Lands and Miss
Check 1,
Elizabeth
2,
are
3.
gracing us with their beautiful
1,
music
2, 3.
today.
Can we hear? Can anyone hear me? Okay. Okay. Then I can't hear myself yet. But
We
I
can
want
hear
to
you.
thank you. Thank you so very much for having us. My name is Lester Lands, and this is Elizabeth Hagen. And we are so happy. We're so happy and so proud to be here on this momentous occasion. In spite of all the trauma that's going on in the world, we decided to do a song that was composed by a poet, an artist, singer, and songwriter by the name of Marvin Gaye. And here's the song. Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring love here on this day. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring understanding here on this day. Picket line and picket sign, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see, oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, so much is going on in the world today. But everything is everything. Ooh, dee-dee. All right. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah. Mother, oh, everybody thinks we're wrong. Oh, but now who are they to judge us simply because our hair is long? You know we've got to find a way to bring love, understanding here today. Hey, picket line and picket sign, don't punish me with brutality. Oh, talk to me so you can see, oh, what's going on. What's going on. What's happening. Stay there. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. What's going on? Tell me what's happening. Oh, what's going on? Stay there. What's going on? To the 6. What's going on? Say, going on. To the 6. What's going on? Oh, what's going on? All right, I hear some singers out there. Can y'all just sing it along with us? All you got to do is answer me. It is a call and response. I need you right now. Are you ready? All right. Just say what's going on. What's going on? 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 I want to know. Oh yeah, somebody, you can clap your hands if you can figure your toes if you want to. But what's going on? Oh, oh, what's going on?
Oh my goodness.
We like that guy in the blue hat.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you, Lester. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. Whew, that was fun. Okay, I'd like to invite all our children down to the front. I saw a little, oh, there's our kids. Hi, kids. For our all ages moment. And today we have something very special. Our dear friend, Alma, is leaving for Europe today. This is her last Sunday at PUC. She's going to be gone to Europe starting in Geneva. She leaves on Tuesday. And so Alma is just one of our special kids who's grown up here and going to get a little emotional. But she's been helping us teach RE for the last year, and she's just been a great service, and it makes me super proud to send a little Unitarian out in the world with such strong values and so clear about who they are. So in honor of Alma, we're going to let her do the last children's moment, and this is a very special story that her mama Rachel will tell you guys about.
Thank you. You can hear both? Okay, so this is called the Whales Song, and the illustrations are just out of sight. The story is out of sight, you guys. And it's by Dylan Sheldon, and the paintings are by Gary Blythe. It was always very special for us because the little girl in here is like biracial, and I always thought she looked a lot like Alma. So enjoy the book. It's about communicating not just with human language, but with love for all creatures.
Lily's grandmother once told her a story. Once upon a time, she said, the ocean was filled with whales. They were as big as the hills. They were as peaceful as the moon. They were the most wondrous creatures you could ever imagine.
Lily climbed onto her grandmother's lap. I used to sit at the end of the pier and listen for whales, said Lily's grandmother. Sometimes I'd sit there all day and all night. Then, suddenly, I'd see them coming towards me from miles away. They moved through the water as if they were dancing.
But why did they swim to you, Grandma? Asked Lily. How did they know you were there? Lily's grandmother smiled. Oh, you had to bring them something special, a perfect shell or a beautiful stone. And if they liked you, the whales would take your gift and give you something in return.
What would they give you, Grandma? Asked Lily. What did you get from the whales? Lily's grandmother sighed. Once or twice, she whispered. Once or twice, I heard them sing.
Lily's great-uncle Frederick stomped into the room. That's nothing but a silly old tale, he snapped. Whales were important for their meat and for their bones and for their blubber. If you have to tell Lily about whales, then tell her something useful. Don't fill her head with nonsense. Singing wails, indeed.
There were whales here millions of years before there were ships or cities or even cave dwellers, continued Lily's grandmother. People used to say they were magical. People used to eat them and boil them down for oil, grumbled Lily's great-uncle Frederick, and he stomped back out of the room.
Lily dreamt about whales. In her dreams, she saw them, as large as mountains and bluer than the sky. In her dreams, she heard them singing, their voices like wind. In her dreams, they leapt from the water and called her name.
You see the little yellow flower in the water that she's put in there? In the morning, Lily went down to the ocean, to the place where no one fished or swam or sailed. She walked to the end of the old pier. The water was empty and still. She took a yellow flower out of her pocket and dropped it into the water. "This is for you," she called into the air.
Lily sat at the end of the pier and waited. She waited all morning and all afternoon. Then, as dusk began to fall, Uncle Frederick came down the hill after her. "Enough of this foolishness," he said. "Come on home. You can't be dreaming your life away."
Yes, you can. That night, Lily awoke suddenly. The room was bright with moonlight. She sat up and listened. The house was quiet, and Lily climbed out of bed and went to the window. She could hear something in the distance on the far side of the hill.
She raced outside and down the shore. Her heart was pounding as she reached the sea. There, enormous in the ocean, were the whales. They leapt and jumped and spun across the moon. Their singing filled the night. Lily saw her yellow flower dancing on the spray.
Minutes passed, or maybe hours. Suddenly, Lily felt the breeze rustle her nightgown and the cold nip at her toes. She shivered and rubbed her eyes. Then it seemed the ocean was still again and the night dark and silent. Lily thought she must have been dreaming. She stood up and turned towards home. Then from far, far away on the breath of the wind, she heard, "Lily, Lily." The whales were calling her name.
Boy, that really does look like Alma, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
I hope you enjoyed that book.
Oh, good. Oh. You got it? Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Please be sure to wish Alma well. She'll be outside at the kids' table. So let's sing out our children. Lester.
Let's sing out our
Yeah.
kids with our singing
Lester
out
was
our
kind
kids
enough to
song.
learn the little singing out our children song. You didn't quite get it?
All right.
Okay.
It didn't come through too well on the phone.
It's okay.
So y'all just leave.
Now let us sing,
Yeah.
sing to the power of the faith within. Now let us sing to the power of the faith within. Lift up your voice. Be not afraid.
Be not afraid.
Sing to the power of the faith within. All right.
All right. All right, y'all.
Now we know why Lester sings and not me.
Okay, so now we're going to do our centering song, Lester.
Okay.
Yeah.
This song, check 1, 2, testing.
Yep.
Can you hear me? This song was originally written as a poem by NAACP leader James Weldon Johnston in the 1900s. The music was composed by his brother, and then eventually it became, they sang it at a lot of their meetings, and now it's become known as the Black National Anthem. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
Oh, Steve, lighting, do we have lighting words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's now time for joys and concerns. I encourage anyone who wishes to come down and share a concern. Joys and concerns are things that they're not announcements, they're not political statements, they're things that live on our hearts, and we want to share with our community.
Thanks for having me up to do this. Wonderful. So on Father's Day, we honor those people who have been teachers, confidants, and friends. We acknowledge that it is not biology that makes a great parent, but love and attention. For those of us who have lost a father or a child, we hold their memories in our hearts. And for all of those who are fathers, we ask for continued help in discerning how best to care for our children, whether they're 5 or 50 years old. May the strands of relationship between ourselves and all of the creation grow ever stronger. May all of us, no matter what our place in this cycle of life, experience, nurture, and love. And may we pass on that love to those we encounter on our own paths. And so may it be. Amen. And on this Father's Day, we recognize the vast spectrum of experience and the often complicated feelings that surround such celebrations. We honor those fathers and father figures in our lives who have loved, supported, encouraged, and instructed us, and we seek to share their gifts with others. We mourn with those who mourn the loss of their fathers, and fathers who mourn the loss of their children, whether separated by death or estrangement. We support those for whom this day brings pain and sorrow, and who have suffered abandonment, neglect, or even abuse. We support and celebrate the fathers in our midst who give themselves to their children, recognizing all the strength and wisdom and stamina and love and time and honest introspection that fatherhood requires. We support those men who choose not to have children, yet who are present in loving and supportive ways to children, youth, and adults alike. And we seek to honor wherever we find ourselves today across the vast spectrum of experience and feel the compassion that embraces us within this silence. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Craig.
I'd like to do a song from another poet, songwriter. I think he was writing about moments like this. When we first walked in today, we felt the warmth from everybody, and just that's such a beautiful thing going on. While we're going through what we're dealing with in the world today, it is just beautiful to unite and love. So take a listen, if you will. I was born by the rivers in a little tent. Oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, and I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. But it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Listen. When I go to my brother, I say, brother, help me please. But he wound up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there's been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Incredible, Lester. Thank you. Whew. Whew. So these words were written by Breonna Taylor, a 26-year-old woman who Officer Cosgrove fired 16 rounds and killed while she was unarmed in her pajamas in the middle of the night. Breonna said, "On this day, June 19th, 1865, Black people's complete personhood was acknowledged on a systemic level for the very first time. It dates the moment African Americans, Caribbean Americans, and Afro-immigrants alike could begin to, on some level, participate in and see themselves as part of a whole society. Since the passage of the 13th Amendment, Black Americans like Shirley Chisholm have trailblazed the socio-political world, creating a place for women like me to feel empowered in sharing my voice and stories with the world. As a woman of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority incorporated and a member of the Divine Nine, Juneteenth is also a time for me to acknowledge the ancestry of my founders and the experiences that led them to create our beloved sorority and to fight for the inclusion of Black women in every space. I am humbled to share the legacy of Juneteenth and understand that this becomes my fight to continue." Breonna's life and the lives of too many others like her, whose lives also came to an unnecessarily tragic end, premature end. We look to the people like Shannon who continue to lift up their voice and claim and show the world why they matter, why service matters, and how if we remain unequal in this world, people will continue to suffer unnecessarily. So we're gonna watch a short video of Shannon's incredible work that she's doing. And as you watch this evidence, a lot of people use the phrase, the system is broken. But what I really want you to take away and think about as you watch this work is this isn't pictures of the system being broken. This is the images of the system working and marginalizing people. So that's why we need to work together to change the system. So we're gonna watch a quick video about Shannon's work, and then we're gonna invite Shannon up to join us.
It was a silent revolution.
That's okay. Shannon knows she did all this. So Shannon, why don't you just come up and we'll just, and if we get some audio later, then we can play it.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
So please welcome to the stage, founder and director of
Yeah.
Black Women Lead, Shannon Morton.
Thank you.
Hi,
Thanks for your work.
everyone. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. I'm not good at public speaking, so I've written my thoughts down. And I recently got glasses, so that's exciting. Alrighty. I'm Shannon Morton, and I am the founder and director of Black Women Lead. I am also a television producer, and I also am on the Social Justice Task Force and I subcommittee and co-chair Housing and Homelessness for the City of West Hollywood. But of all of my titles, I would definitely say founder of Black Women Lead has been the most inspiring and fulfilling work that I've done thus far. I want to say thank you to Jewel and everyone here for having Black Women Lead here this Juneteenth. A lot of people feel that Juneteenth is reserved for Black people. And while yes, it's a day that we celebrate our freedom and we celebrate Blackness, I'm glad that I get to be here to speak and to talk to you all, because I also believe that these celebrations should include community, family, freedom, and that these celebrations should be used as a platform for knowledge, education, and civic involvement. So thank you all for being here and for learning a little bit more about Black Women Lead. At Black Women Lead, we go into our community and we ask, what are your needs and how can we be of service? I grew up in church, so service is a part of me. It's second nature. Black Women Lead was started just over 2 years ago, June of 2020. I wanted to throw a birthday party for a first responder, a Black woman, a daughter, a sister, a cousin, a woman who could no longer speak for herself. That woman was Breonna Taylor. I wanted to amplify the voices of Black and brown women and serve my community based on those needs. That's what I learned from throwing that birthday party. Breonna Taylor and I have a few things in common. She loved to serve her community. She loved Beyonce. And we're both June Geminis. So we gathered 3,000 of our closest friends, and I don't have 3,000 friends. I put out a post on Instagram. And we met in the park that day. We were the largest peaceful protest in Los Angeles. And in that moment, I knew that Black Women Lead had to be more of a movement and not just a moment. In the height of a global pandemic, my community was saying to me, food insecurity is a real problem. So we set out to feed the community. Black Women Lead hot meal program has fed over 100,000 hot meals to date. We are currently running 2 food programs that nourish seniors, children, and the unhoused. Every Tuesday and Thursday, with the help of Jabbar, Black Women Lead Brown Bag program gives away 400 bags of fresh produce, and we serve 1,300 hot meals through our programs at the Crenshaw YMCA and the Boys and Girls Club in Hollywood. From there, Black Women Lead has teamed up with people like violinist Lindsay Sterling to raise money for the slain Elijah McClain. Elijah McClain was a Black autistic boy killed at the hands of police in Colorado. We campaigned and we were able to raise over $20,000 to support his family in their journey for justice. From there, we went on to raise over $80,000 for the organization AAPI Women Lead. Believe it or not, I just Googled other things Women Lead and they came up, and I ended up loving their mission because it was very similar to ours. But their campaign for Stop Asian Hate was really powerful and impactful, and we were very, very lucky to partner with them. And at Black Women Lead, obviously we believe that injustice to one group is an injustice to all. From there, I began to see that Black Women Lead's mission was clear. God had ordained my steps to be a leader, not only for people who could no longer speak for themselves, but for the community. So, always asking the same thing of my community: what are your needs and how can I help? It's such a simple and beautiful way to live your daily life. We decide to lead with love, and we think of others. The video was going to do a lot more explaining of kind of the programs that we run. I was going to keep this short and sweet, but Black Women Lead is like the Bernie Sanders of organizations. We are, it's just our community pitching in, and I've been so thankful and so lucky that we can run our programs and that people keep showing up, and I think that's what makes it so beautiful. It's each one of us donating what we can and then giving our time. And just as a reminder, keep showing up for your community.
Yeah. It is now time for our offertory, and we're going to do a split plate. I think we'll add that spontaneously to Black Women Lead, and so whatever you give, half will go to the church to support us, and half will go to your organization, in addition to whatever we pay you and shirts you buy and all of that great stuff. So let's support this great organization and build a partnership. Yeah. There we go. Good. Take it away, Lester.
Put love on your guest list. Take hate off your mind. Put love on your guest list. Take hate off your mind. I'm not trying to set the world on fire, just trying to start a flame within your heart. Put love on your guest list before your life becomes a mess. Put love on your guest list before your life becomes a mess. I'm not trying to set it on fire, just want to start a flame in your heart. Listen. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. We can't talk about love enough today. So will you join along? Help me say this like this. Say love, love, love. Let me hear you say it.
Love, love, love.
Keep on singing, y'all.
Love, love, love.
In the morning,
Love, love, love.
early in the evening, late in the midnight hour, love, singing about love. Come on and say love. Oh, everybody ought to try it, y'all. One more time. Love, love, love. Y'all sing it again. Love, love, love.
Love, love, love.
Maybe we'll get it sunk in.
Love, love, love.
I'm talking about love.
Love, love, love.
Oh, love. Love, love. Thank you. Sounded beautiful. All right.
Let us be grateful when we are able to give, for many do not have that privilege. Let us be grateful for all those who share our gifts, for we are enriched by their giving. Let us also be grateful even for our needs, so that we may experience the generosity of others.
Our closing hymn is De Coloris.
Is it?
Well, oh.
This is from another day.
Oh, we moved it.
So we're on Juneteenth.
Sorry.
So Lester had a fun idea to split up.
stole my trick.
Yeah, that's your trick. To split up our closing and our postlude. So we're going to start part one. Take it away.
Where? Oh, where? I know a place. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody worried. Ain't no smiling faces. Lying to the root. Come on, Liz. Oh, help me, yeah. I'll take you there. Help me, Liz.
I'll take you there.
A little bit of help is near.
I'll take you there.
Oh, help me.
I'll take you there.
We need a little help over here.
I'll take you there.
I know this place. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody worried. Ain't no smiling faces.
Lying to the races.
I got it, Liz. Help me, y'all. Sing.
Take you there.
That's where I need you at. Hey, help me, Liz.
I'll take you there.
Oh, help me sing this song
I'll
if you
take you
will.
there.
Hey.
I'll take you there.
Let me play it. Let me play it.
The incredible Mike Malone. Yes.
Hey, Mike, play on it. Come on, play on it. Chest in 1, 2, 3. How about now? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Malone on piano.
Okay, introduce it. Well, no, you go. We're gonna show the video, and then we're gonna come back with closing words, and then we're gonna go part two. Part two.
Thank you, Mike Malone.
Yeah. As they say at the Vatican all the time, Kelly hit it. Still no sound? All right.
Wait, real quick. So please join us outside for calls to action. Join Shannon and find out ways that we can get involved in our capacity. Something that Shannon says that's really powerful is like we should, move beyond just
The layout
feeling
today,
sorry,
the service,
feeling sorry for people.
clothing, food. I just wanted this.
Okay, guys, want to watch it? Let's watch it.
Started Black Women Lead after the death of Breonna Taylor. I wanted to be a voice for a Black woman who could no longer speak for herself. That turned into, how do I serve my community based on the needs of brown and Black women?
Homelessness in LA is one of the biggest issues facing our city. And the fact that both nonprofits like Black Women Lead and commercial companies like Trailer Park want to put their time and effort into actual solutions that will help better the lives of those individuals experiencing homelessness is amazing.
We came up with the idea of a place like home. So if you see the layout today, the services, showers, clothing, food, I just wanted this to be a place like home, even if it was only for 3 or 4 hours.
It shows so much how individuals can make a difference. Individuals who take an empty parking lot and make all of these things come to life just out of an idea, providing real comfort and real joy for people experiencing a hard time.
Services can be so segmented, so people going all over the place for different things makes it challenging and makes people spend most of their day just to get the essentials. So bringing everything together into one spot is really a powerful tool for them.
A place like home is saying we're creating that sense of home. We're showing that we care, that we have resources for you.
We can take showers, we're offering food, haircuts, toys. They have mobile dog grooming.
I get to meet a lot of women with dogs, and I know why they have the dogs and why they need protection. When you see a dog happy, there's like nothing better.
It's his first bath in like forever. Oh my goodness, come here.
I was really grateful because not many people take the time to reach out to us like that. And we were really surprised at how many people were here to help.
People just want to feel like they have some humanity, like they're not overlooked. It's consistency and showing up for them because a lot of people don't. It's sitting down, just not handing them a meal and leaving. Having those conversations, those interactions that make them just feel a little bit more human.
It's easier to interact with people when you feel good about yourself.
I think that this is just a glimmer of hope for them and a glimmer of hope for us too.
There really is a quid pro quo that happens when you volunteer. You really see how you can make someone's life better.
And I think if more people volunteered and worked together, they'd be able to help eliminate homelessness in Hollywood.
People do want to help and people do care. If somebody really feels like they have no hope and they come here, they make you feel like you're a person. They're life-saving.
If people want to help, continue showing up for organizations that do this work. We're all doing this for one thing and one thing only, and that's just to spread a little bit of kindness. Today was really about
seeing the smiles, the dancing, the catwalks. It's about letting them know that they're loved.
What a nice balance of work and play, right? Work and play, and here we
Love
are.
and joy
Yeah.
and service. Incredible. So I just want to invite you guys to enjoy our celebration of Juneteenth and Father's Day. We have the incredible Brohams, which Mike Malone is just one of my favorite musicians and keyboardists. Well, all things. Wait, just you're in for some special stuff. Yeah, just hang around. So let's get to the food. So this church is dedicated to the proposition that behind all our differences, beneath all our diversity, there is unity that makes us one and that binds us forever together. In spite of time and death and the space between the stars, we pause in silent witness to that unity.
May the blessing of love be upon you. May love's peace abide with you. May love's presence illuminate your hearts now and forevermore. So be it. Amen.
Amen.
Shalom. Salam. Namaste. And blessed be. And now our service truly begins.
Take it away.
Yeah.
You probably can't oh, you can hear me now. I want everybody, as you get ready to go out the door, sing along with us. All you got to do is say, I'll take you there. Are you ready?
Here we go.
I'll take you there. Help us, y'all, say.
I'll take you there.
Yeah. Help us sing.
I'll take you there.
Please.
I'll take you there.
Need a little help, right?
I'll take you there. I'll take you there.
Oh, help us say.
I'll take you there. I'll take you there.
Help us sing along.
I'll take you there.
We're going to go.
Yeah. As you leave, don't stop singing. Sing it, y'all. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. I'll take you. I'll take you.